Okay, so this is why I hate shopping at Aldi. I had one Kroger egg left. Look at how nicely that peeled. Do you see how it's so perfect? It's bigger. As soon as I touched it, I knew it was the Kroger egg. I could tell by the size. I could tell by the way it felt different in my hand, the way it peeled. Stinking Aldi eggs. Ugh. This is why I hate Aldi. And this is why I don't shop at Aldi half the time. Is because now... So this is the Kroger egg. I can tell because it's bigger. And look at how easily this peels because it's not all dry and weird like all these eggs are. Look at the difference. That's a Kroger egg. These are the Aldi eggs, and they feel different. And look at this one, like just ripped in half. Really hate Aldi. This is what's happening to the Aldi eggs. I peel eggs on a regular basis. This is, and I had one, I rarely have this happen. Like, it happened a lot in 2022, I want to say, when like something funky happened with the eggs and like half the time you picked them up, like they cracked in your hands. I was doing Shipt at the time. And I swear to God, like, or no, 2021, like I don't know. Yeah, no, September 2021, I swear I picked up at least 1,000 packages of eggs that year, or that month. And I had to carry baby wipes, and I would take them out and be ready every time I touched the eggs because I would get egg all over my hand because inevitably, and it didn't matter whether it was store brand or Eggland's Best name brand, it did not matter. No matter what eggs I grabbed, inevitably there was a good chance at least one of them was going to just like break in my hand. It was awful. But all that said, I normally am pretty decent at peeling eggs. This is something, it's a meal I regularly have. I'm really particular about my eggs. So the factor that so many of these came out all screwed up, like there's multiple eggs that are just like really awful, and it irritates me. So that really bothers me. I mean, I'll still eat them except for this one that is just so damaged I can't even, deal with it. But it's a waste. And Aldi has pricing variances based on the market. So if they think that you and your neighbors have more money to spend, they will charge you more. They charge what the market can bear. Different prices. They say that they have the cheapest price, but the number of times I get a name brand item from a different store on sale or with a coupon for cheaper than Aldi is ridiculous. I very rarely, there's a few things that I will buy there. I was buying the eggs there, hence the reason I have them. And these are still well within date, unless they change the date on them, which I guess is altogether possible. I will sometimes get my kid a sourdough there, but other than that, for the most part, I do not shop at Aldi. And the reason why I don't is because of the low quality. So yes, these eggs, I may have gotten a good deal on them. One, I can get them cheaper at another store. And two, I mean, it's one thing if you're going to crack them and make it an omelet, but if you're hard boiling them, then you want them to not have that dry consistency. And like, you can feel it. And if you make yourself hard boiled eggs, you know that it doesn't have to be that hard. But it's just weird. I don't like the way the texture came out on them. So Aldi is overpriced. Their quality has gone way down. They charge based on location, and I'm not just talking about they charge based on you know, it's different in Florida than it is in Illinois, which it obviously is. And I mean, don't get me wrong, when they came to Florida, it definitely helped lower the grocery prices overall in Florida because we had Publix, and like One Winn-Dixie and in town and Publix all around. And so our prices were ridiculous. Oh, and we had like these Walmart markets. But in general, in my experience, Aldi is not the best choice. I can go to any number of stores. I can go to local stores. I can go to national chains, and I can have better luck than I do at Aldi with both prices and quality. So today's tip for frugal living is to quit shopping at Aldi, or at least quit shopping exclusively at Aldi. I mean, maybe if there's like a few odds and ends you get there, stuff that's kind of hard to screw up, it's one thing, but in general, their quality's gone way down, their prices have gone way up, and they say they're the lowest prices in town, but I can tell you based on eggs, the guy down the street that was like literally a block away, that is more of a high-end, think Whole Foods type market, was $1 cheaper on eggs than them. So they're clearly not the lowest price in town when I can go any number of other places and get food lower. They're not the lowest price. They're not the highest quality. And with the twice as nice guarantee, half the time they'll give you a hard time and they'll be like, no, we're not going to honor that. Even though like the package will say twice as nice. And I'll be like, you know, but it's this. And they're like, well, you know, and so, oh my God, I'm like, this is awful. So I kind of quit shopping at Aldi except for a few things. And honestly, after this experience with the eggs and after learning everything I've learned about how they price and how they essentially will way overcharge for things if it's in a different area, even though they don't have to, it makes me think twice about wanting to shop at Aldi, because I can go to Meijer and I can get like the eggs, the milk, all of that the same price as Aldi or cheaper with it, or 5 cents more at the most. Plus I have access to more food and better prices overall. So if I were to compare the two, Meijer is cheaper. I also can go to any number of other stores and find prices cheaper. So if Aldi's your only choice, if it's like Aldi or Walmart, yeah, I guess go Aldi because they're cheaper. But if you have access to a lot of stores, don't just assume Aldi's the cheapest, because they aren't. And if you're getting low quality and high prices, then you're really getting ripped off. So anyways, again, my name's Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. And today's tip is to, instead of just automatically going to Aldi and assuming they're the cheapest, because they're not, skip the, you know, cheap price and promise, and actually check out your other stores. I mean, almost every store has an app or an ad and an online presence. So check out and see what prices are available at your other stores if you have to go into the other store, because chances are you're going to find better deals outside of Aldi. Anyways, again, my name is Melissa. This year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. If you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.